Rome wasn't built in a day, but it became a must-see for every cultured aristocrat on the Grand Tour. What is it about the eternal city that captivated them for centuries? Was it the gladiatorial echoes in the Colosseum, the whisper of emperors in the Forum, or the dazzling Baroque masterpieces? Imagine yourself wandering the vibrant streets of Rome, the birthplace of empires and the cradle of Western civilization. Today you can join me on a journey through the art and discover why Rome remains an irresistible destination. Our story begins in 753 BC with the legend of Romulus and Remus, twin brothers raised by a she-wolf. According to myth, Romulus founded Rome after killing his brother, setting the stage for a city destined for greatness. From these origins, Rome grew from a small settlement along the Tiber River into a kingdom under 7 legendary kings, each contributing to its early development. In 509 BC, the people ousted the last Etruscan king, Tarquin the Proud, and established the Roman Republic. During the Republic, Rome expanded its territory across the Italian peninsula and beyond through military campaigns. Julius Caesar's assassination marked the Republic's end, paving the way for Augustus, Rome's first emperor. Under Augustus, Rome entered the Pax Romana, a period of peace and prosperity. The empire's reach extended from Britain to Egypt, and its cities flourished with grand architectural projects like the Colosseum and the Pantheon. In the early centuries AD, Christianity began reshaping Rome. Initially persecuted, Christians found favor under Emperor Constantine. The Edict of Milan in 313 AD legalized Christianity, and by the end of the 4th century, it became the state religion, transforming Roman culture. The empire's vastness led to its undoing. In 395 AD, it split into western and eastern halves. The Western Roman Empire, weakened by internal struggles and barbarian attacks, crumbled in 476 AD. The Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, survived for another 1,000 years. The fall of Rome ushered in the medieval period, but the city remained a spiritual center and the heart of the Catholic Church. Rome experienced a revival during the Renaissance, with artists like Michelangelo and Raphael transforming it into a hub of artistic brilliance. In 1870, Rome became the capital of unified Italy, ending papal temporal power. The 20th century saw Rome under Mussolini's fascist regime. Despite significant hardship during World War II, the city emerged resilient. Today, Rome is a bustling capital, blending its rich past with modernity, and remains a living museum where history is visible in every corner. Now we can start with the main attraction of Rome. Completed in 80 AD under Emperor Titus, the Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was the largest amphitheater ever built, holding up to 80,000 spectators for gladiatorial contests, wild animal hunts, and dramatic reenactments of famous battles. Its exterior blends Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian columns, reflecting Roman admiration for Greek architecture. The grand arches provided structural support and aesthetic appeal, while the facade showcased statues and reliefs depicting mythological scenes and Roman victories. Inside, the Colosseum was equally impressive. Seating arrangements mirrored the social hierarchy, with the elite closest to the arena and commoners and slaves further away. The arena floor, covered in sand to absorb blood, concealed a network of underground tunnels and chambers, known as the Hypogeum, where gladiators and animals awaited their entrances. Events in the Colosseum were both art and entertainment. Gladiatorial games were choreographed for maximum drama, featuring skilled fighters in elaborate armor. Wild animal hunts showcased exotic beasts against elaborate sets, transforming the arena into forests or deserts. The artistry and logistics of these productions were staggering. More than just an arena, the Colosseum symbolized Roman power and culture. The Roman Forum was the bustling center of ancient Rome, pivotal for politics, commerce, and social life. Walking through, you encounter a blend of architectural styles spanning centuries. Majestic temples, basilicas, and monuments highlight Roman artistic and engineering prowess. Start at the Temple of Saturn, dating back to 497 BC, honoring Saturn, god of agriculture. Its grand columns and podium exemplify Roman religious architecture, once adorned with mythological sculptures. Next, The Arch of Titus celebrates Emperor Titus's victory in the Jewish War, with detailed relief panels showcasing spoils from Jerusalem, a testament to Rome's military and artistic legacy. The Basilica of Maxentius and Constantine, the Forum's largest building, showcases Roman engineering with massive vaults and coffered ceilings, and hosted legal proceedings and public gatherings. The Rostra, a platform for orators, was politically charged, shaping Roman policy and public opinion. Art adorned the Forum with statues of gods, emperors, and heroes, alongside vibrant frescoes and mosaics depicting mythology, history, and daily life, reinforcing Rome's cultural and political narratives. The Pantheon was an imposing structure with a grand portico and massive Corinthian columns. A temple dedicated to all the gods of ancient Rome, built by Emperor Hadrian around 126 AD. As you approach, you're greeted by 16 massive Corinthian columns, each 39 feet tall and made of Egyptian granite. These columns support a triangular pediment, once adorned with bronze reliefs. Stepping through the massive bronze doors, you enter the Pantheon's rotunda, and it takes your breath away. The vast, open space is crowned by a magnificent dome, the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. This architectural feat was a groundbreaking achievement of its time. At the apex of the dome is the oculus, a circular opening that connects the interior to the heavens above. The oculus symbolizes the connection between the temple and the gods, allowing the divine to enter the sacred space. The walls are adorned with niches and recesses, originally housing statues of the gods and deified emperors. The marble used for the flooring and wall panels was sourced from across the Roman Empire, symbolizing Rome's vast reach and power. The coffered ceiling of the dome is another artistic marvel. The coffers, originally gilded, reduce the weight of the dome and create a visually stunning effect. The Pantheon has inspired countless architects and artists throughout history. St. Peter's Basilica and the U.S. Capitol building drew inspiration from the Pantheon. St. Peter's Basilica, a masterpiece of Renaissance and Baroque architecture, stands on the believed burial site of St. Peter, the Apostle. It is both a religious landmark and a monumental work of art. Entering the basilica, the immense scale overwhelms. The vast nave, adorned with marble, gold, and precious stones, leads to a mosaic-covered floor, guiding visitors deeper into its sacred expanse. The dome, designed by Michelangelo, impresses with its soaring height and perfect symmetry. Inside, mosaics depict angels, saints, and biblical scenes, conveying divine splendor. At the central altar stands Gian Lorenzo Bernini's Grand Baldachin, a colossal bronze canopy over the papal altar, where only the Pope celebrates Mass. Its twisting columns and intricate details exemplify Baroque art, symbolizing the Church's spiritual authority. To the right, Michelangelo's Pietà depicts the Virgin Mary holding Jesus after the crucifixion, a poignant display of sorrow and grace rendered in marble. Further inside, Bernini's Chair of St. Peter, adorned with a radiant window depicting the Holy Spirit, symbolizes the Pope's authority and illuminates the basilica with heavenly light. St. Peter's Basilica's extensive collection of sculptures, mosaics, and frescoes represents the pinnacle of Renaissance and Baroque art, inspiring artists and architects through the ages. The Vatican Museums are a vast complex that houses one of the world's most impressive collections of art and historical artifacts, showcasing works from ancient Egypt to the Renaissance. All the rooms are worth visiting, but the most important points are the Raphael Rooms, a suite of 4 rooms decorated by the great Renaissance artist Raphael and his workshop. Each room is adorned with stunning frescoes that depict religious and historical scenes. One of the most iconic frescoes is the School of Athens. This masterpiece portrays an assembly of great philosophers and scientists, with Plato and Aristotle at the center. Raphael's skillful use of perspective and his ability to capture the personalities of these intellectual giants make this fresco a quintessential example of Renaissance art. Continuing our tour, we reach the Gallery of Tapestries. These massive tapestries depict scenes from the life of Christ and the Acts of the Apostles. The intricate details and vibrant colors of the tapestries demonstrate the high level of craftsmanship and artistry of the period. The Art Gallery. 18 rooms arranged in chronological order with paintings ranging from the Middle Ages to 1800, with 460 paintings of masterpieces by artists such as Giotto, Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, Perugino, and Caravaggio. Our journey culminates in the Sistine Chapel, one of the most famous and revered spaces in the world. As you step inside, the sight of Michelangelo's ceiling frescoes takes your breath away. Michelangelo spent 4 years working on the ceiling, creating one of the greatest masterpieces of Western art. Among the stunning scenes on the ceiling is the creation of Adam, where God reaches out to touch the finger of Adam, imparting life. On the altar wall of the Sistine Chapel is the Last Judgment. This dramatic scene depicts the second coming of Christ and the final judgment of souls. We have created a video in which we explain everything there is to know about Michelangelo's Last Judgment. We suggest watching it. Imagine stepping into a lush, sprawling park in the heart of Rome, filled with beautiful gardens, serene lakes, and an array of artistic masterpieces. This is Villa Borghese, a place where nature and art coexist harmoniously. The Borghese Gallery is a treasure trove of Renaissance and Baroque art. As you step into the gallery, you're greeted by the breathtaking sculptures of Gian Lorenzo Bernini, one of the greatest artists of the Baroque era. Among his masterpieces here is Apollo and Daphne, a dynamic and intricate sculpture capturing the moment of Daphne's transformation into a laurel tree to escape Apollo's pursuit. Bernini's incredible ability to carve marble with such detail and emotion brings this mythological story to life. Next, we encounter The Rape of Proserpina, another stunning work by Bernini. The sculpture depicts Pluto abducting Proserpina, with such realism that you can almost feel the tension and movement in the marble. Moving through the gallery, we come across the dark and dramatic works of Caravaggio, David with the Head of Goliath, where David, holding Goliath's severed head, stares out with a mix of triumph and sorrow. As we stroll through the gardens, we encounter the water clock, an ingenious timepiece nestled on a small island in the middle of a pond. This unique clock uses the flow of water to keep time, adding a touch of whimsy and historical intrigue to the garden. Continuing our walk, we come to the serene temple of Aesculapius, a classical-style temple dedicated to the Greek god of healing. Art and culture continue with the Globe Theatre, a replica of Shakespeare's famous playhouse. This open-air theater brings the magic of Shakespearean drama to life in Rome, offering performances that transport audiences back to the Elizabethan era. If you like Rome, there is another city that is considered its twin, which is also the most underrated art city in the world. We highly recommend you watch it.